You in the face, you gon' be suing me quick. If I catch another case, I know it truly be missed. So I'ma keep a cool head, stay out of the news headlines, and show these other rappers it's bedtime. It's clear to see that I'm ahead of my time. I copy chromed out, hard top career with a shine. I got some time, name. I get better with time. Who got a flow and a live show better than mine? I got a packed house yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. I'm a hot girl yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front the back gate yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. You wanna beef with the king? What is you gon' do when you show up on the scene with a two Drew on you and your friend and play a little 2 on 2? If you do half of what I do, you'll be hitting the deck. I got to get some respect. I'ma make it hard for another sucker to flex. Show 'em this ain't the squad or a sucker to test. Pimp, but too large and we way too fresh. Work well with. They quick to check a lane like a game of chess. You wanna be better, bring your best. Cause we be standing in your front yard yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All my hot girls yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front the back gate yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the front yard yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All my hot girls yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front the back gate yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Oh!
Like damn, why I get a like urn, I'ma drop top. The sun won't burn when it lit like white, but the stripes ain't earned. I'ma get it right now, I ain't waiting no turn. Got a brand new house, tryna avoid my hurt. About 6 point something in the field like church. If the hood got whack and the set went turn. Got a 488 in the glide like Kurt. I've been living off golf on the last few deals. When the night check came and I still got chills. Hit a 2K lick, I ain't even go pro. Got a boss outlet, now I'm smelling like gold. Call me Ice Cube, baby, where they sit on my chain. Heard a lame tryna play up my name when I'm 23 to it. And I'm going no brain, going dumb with these hundreds in my thumb. Got stank. Out here, everything come free. I ain't never met God, but I bet he know me. Put the money in a set of dying them streets to the boy alley hooping. I ain't riding on fleek. Got a Porsche light scan in the ceiling, got peeled. I was 20 plus young when got a real young black boy running, got me out of that field. Better living off game, you should get it on film. I ain't never your kind, late but I'm really on time. Girl, what you put in your mind, I ain't digging your sign. True for that mind, hurt but I made it out fine. Still in my prime, bro, really outline. Talk like you Tony out grind, throwing 20 on 9. How you live with no spine, bro, better off dying. Man, you got nerve, bro, need to get a bird. And I'ma get it off first, find a way you ain't surf. You looking all hurt, funny till your ego got nerfed. But I made it all worse, woke up looking like work.
Opened in 2020 and immediately one of the main attractions here on the Las Vegas Strip. Welcome everyone to Allegiant Stadium. Daniel Carlson ready to get us started. And we're off and running in Las Vegas. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Taylor. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Offense up to the line fast. Now a toss play, Taylor. And this one does not go far. It's only a gain of 1. Back-to-back misfires on the ground, and they're facing 3rd and long.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. That's caught for the first. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. That one's complete, right side. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
All right, here we go, 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. That one intended for Adonai Mitchell. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Richardson on 3rd. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And that's well into the end zone, so a missed chance to stick them near the goal line. Instead, they're going to have the ball at the 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it's going to be 2nd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Blown back, it's the handoff. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
3rd and long for him here. Now the Raiders readying for the punt, and they'll turn to former All-Pro A.J. Cole for the kick. And he's in a real tough spot for his first kick. Wow, tremendous punt here. This one's looking great, angling towards the sideline. And that putt hits and kicks out of bounds beyond the opposing 35. They've got first down from the 31. Richardson now. Dump off to his fullback. He's contained at the line for no gain. Jeremy Chin there on the stop.
And the defense was all over that throw. Able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
Off the play fake. Here's Richardson. He's got his man. That's Alec Pierce. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down. Richardson. That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sail that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the first down.
This one finds Taylor. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
And they'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3. Time for the second quarter here, and the Colts are thinking points. Third and short yardage here, Richardson. Caught by his running back. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. Trying to throw for it with Richardson. Pass complete. Screenplay. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. And this one won't get close. They make the stand and force that turnover on downs.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. First throw for the backup now. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Back to throw. Dump off caught by his back. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Setting up a throw. Complete beyond the marker. A lot of mess on the move here. And that is a touchdown. The Raiders get the game's first points here in the second. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one splits the uprights, and they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Eric Stokes getting there for the stop.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Pierce coming in motion left here. Brought in right side. And he takes it in for the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And the kick is good. And the Colts tie this game 7-7. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Looking up towards the dome. Can't bring it in clean. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Sending the tight end in motion left. From the 40 on 2nd down. Has him on the quick hitter. Give him 3 on that game. And that's a Vegas first down.
I'm sure coach, play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They go play action on first. Finds his man. It's Godwin. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Throwing now off play action. Hauled in by Godwin. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. They get 28 out of that play. And that's good for a Raiders first.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he gets it down to the 13-yard line. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. So it's the 2-minute warning here from Allegiant. The Raiders with a chance to score and take a lead into the locker room. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. He's got it on the bootleg. The throw is caught. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. Gain of 5, Brock, and now they're going to have 1st and goal. Into the hands of Tucker, complete. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. They give it to him up the middle. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive. Try to stick.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Raiders get some late points and the lead. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through. Gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Backfield is empty as they motion him out right. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We got 2nd down. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it sets up 2nd down.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. He's loaded another one up. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Richardson back to throw. He's trying another one deep. He's got it inside the 25. It's an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Gay to add the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Colts tie things up at 14. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Choosing to bring it out deep in the end zone. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Complete here to Bowers. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
To throw here on 1st down. Completed over the middle. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Looking to throw. And that's incomplete. 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now it's 3rd and short. Looking to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Charvarius Ward picks it off. And the Colts might be able to get some points late after the interception.
At the 43-yard line.
So they send him out for a field goal, and they don't get much longer than this. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. Online, but not enough juice. It's no good short. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down for a loss. Working quickly here.
Behind the line of scrimmage. It's the loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 29-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 11. Short pass brought in. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Back now, pressure on its way. Catch made over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Vegas first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They'll throw on first. On target to Godwin. And he's in. Touchdown! The Raiders take the lead right away in half number 2. It's a Chris Godwin touchdown. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. Carlson adds the extra point. And the Raiders break that tie and now lead by 7. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Gets this one to Pierce. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Second and 13. He's going deep. He intercepts the pass. And the Raiders take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
I know he started to play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, evaded obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
On first down, they'll run. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
Easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. To the air now on 1st and 10. Hits him on the in route. And he will take this in. Touchdown! The Raiders pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Chris Godwin touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here, but his name belongs on the marquee. Brings in his second touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game? Yep. Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. That one right down the middle. And the Raiders double their lead to 14. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Catch made by Mitchell. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Raiders take over as he records his 10th career INT. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Play action on 1st down. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
The give here on 2nd. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Award that tackle to the effort of Leatu Latu.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Setting up the screen. Space past the 35. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Raiders 1st. Markers reset, ball at the 37. They put a receiver in motion right. They'll run here on 1st down. His drive forward halted after a couple of yards. Like so many before him, he's brought down by DeForest Buckner. 3 quarters in the books from this one. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a... Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 39. That's taken in by Tucker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 30 yards on that one. And that's a Vegas first down.
You know, Ken, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
That's Mayer. He's got it. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover it.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again. They'll throw on 3rd and long. Catch is made in close. And he'll be touchdown after a big play. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
That's good for another Las Vegas.
They'll try and punch it in. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. Offense in the hurry-up here. Ground game again here. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and goal.
From the gun on 3rd down. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown. The Raiders making a 3-score game in the 4th. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They are just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Second and 10. Again, it's Richardson. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Forced out to his right. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along your route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Desperation time here on 4th. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. What a play on 4th down. They get the first after a gain of 27. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Vegas. Colts trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. They'll throw again. Richardson. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it in for the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts get it back to within 2 possessions. Gay to add the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Colts get it back to a 14-point game.
Colts 21. That's Gay to kick off for the Colts.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Jones. It's an excellent return, but he gets popped at the end of it. They've got first down from the 31. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. Second down coming up.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Wow, they're going to pass it here. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
A gain of 5. It's fourth down.
He'll look to throw on fourth down. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
First down throw here from Richardson. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
It's a gain of 25.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
This one's caught. And not quite a touchdown, but he's down to the 4 before going out.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. To throw, Richardson. And he hits the end zone. Touchdown! I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game. He hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out. And it was what you talk about, Brock, that courage that kept the chance for the touchdown alive.
Yeah, that touchdown's going to show up on his stat sheet making the catch or the quarterback stat sheet for making the throw. But hey, can we put some touchdowns up there for the big boys up front? It was their blocking and buying of time for that play that led to the score.
That one splits the uprights. And the Colts chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. It looked like they got it back, and they did! Well, Brock, you can't blame him with how tough it is to recover an onside kick anymore, but he did hit it before it went 10 yards, so they had to throw the flag. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Timeout, Indianapolis. That's its second. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
Assignments were tested, and they were ready for it defensively. That's an excellent stop at the line. And it's going to make this offense seriously question revisiting that call.
Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. And he's going to be bottled up after taking it down to the 43. The Colts take a timeout. That's their last one. That's all they had. So the offense free to start running the clock down now.
You know, gains that seem a little tougher to get against a front, gosh, this QB just makes routine. Such effortless running to pick up a handful on that designed run.
So now here's 3rd and 5. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he'll advance this down to the 38 on that run. It'll be a gain of 5, so now 4th and short. A decision to be made coming up here.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
He's back to throw. He connects downfield on 4. And he will score. And with almost no time left, that should clinch the win. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts him up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
Raiders leaving the offense out there. They want to add 2 more to that touchdown. He's throwing for it. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Cole Holcomb has it. Well, he looked maybe a little unsure of the call, Brock, and that 2-point try unraveled out there.
Or maybe they were just surprised by the look this defense came out in. Either way, unfortunately, not a whole lot you can do once that ball snapped. Got to find some way to make that call work.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Fields the hard squib kick. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35.
At their own 37-yard line.
So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Finds a seam down the middle. Breaks free in the center of the field. And he is in for the touchdown. Still unlikely, Brock, but it's not entirely over just yet with this score. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
You know, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. You got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
And the Raiders able to cover up the onside try. That seals up this game.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. He's throwing deep to the left side. Big gain downfield. He has the touchdown. That one might not sit so well with everybody down on the field. Heck, maybe some of his own guys too, but he had a chance at a touchdown as time expired, Brock, and it was just too much for him to resist.
Yeah, it probably will ruffle some of the old